So we are looking at this John Wick shot, and I want to build the exact same teal and orange palette. Most people bounce between the different plugins, dragging a lot and add adjustment layers, mess with Lumetri colors, and still can't nail the vector scope. The problem is you are fighting the software instead of reading the signal. Here is the secret. It's not about copying colors. It's about reshaping your color math in one interface. PFA Color Suite 6.9 is now live in Adobe Premiere Pro and After Effects with the same 32-bit float engine from our Resolve version. And I'm going to show you how to build any movie look you want without leaving one single plugin interface. Let's go. First thing, read the reference vector scope. We are looking at linear spread along the orange and skin tone line with cyan opposition. That's the signature John Wick palette is. Now look at our shot. We are pretty much aligned with the vector scope, but the color of the cyan and orange is different kind of palette. So we go to Filmmaker. This is a normalized slider of RGB, and usually when you increase any mixer without skin protection, it ruins the entire image. People avoid color mixers because of how complex it is, but we have skin protection built in, and this changed the whole game. I want to build the teal and orange look, so I'm going to use the teal and orange slider. One drag, done. Look at how you shape my entire vector scope. Look at the before and after. We are remapping color channel math between the shots with that one single slider. That's crazy. We built a teal and orange look, and if this is a look you want, you can deliver right now. That is the power of normalized RGB channels mixing. But I think our spread of yellow is not that great. I want to introduce more orange in the shot, so I can do that with film printer lights. Same system, we go to the different tab. We have shadow and skin protection built in. Unlike the DaVinci Resolve built-in printer lights, it's a global shift. When you reduce the shadow protection and skin protection to 0 and increase the channel, the whole entire RGB parade shifts. It's not isolated, but increase the skin protection and shadow protection to the max, you get a very isolated image. So our tool is better than DaVinci. With this, your Adobe Premiere is better than DaVinci Resolve. Now I want to introduce yellow. Increase the yellow. I can increase red that gets me more orange. And you can see how it spreads and massages our entire vector scope in that zone. We get a John Wick look right away. Even though the luminosity is different, look at the vector scope. It's almost exactly the same. We can refine it further by looking at the film separation slider. These are sliders dedicated to shift your entire interpretation. For example, now it's too off. In this area, I want to reduce the blue and yellow. Just go down to film separation, select blue and yellow axis. I will retreat some of your outgrading to reshape the whole entire vector scope. That's how crazy simple it is. Then we can go down to color mixer again, increase the teal and orange. I want to massage everything towards more of the cyan zone. I have two ways. Either I use the RGB mixer and to push it down to cyan side, or I can use the opposite of yellow. It does the same job. I can reduce yellow, which is increasing blue to create a drift. I can increase blue, and now we build exactly the same kind of palette. The difference you see here is because the set design. That's how powerful this entire engine is. Look at the before, look at the after. That's insane, right? Now, let me reset and rebuild another look. Let's look at La La Land this time round. I want to create the La La Land look from this scene. First thing, vector scope. Our vector scope shows a drift towards the blue zone and yellow and cyan are anchoring. So that is the palette from this shot. We want to do the same thing and do the drift on our shot first. Go to color mixer. We can increase the overall blue to drift our entire palette across the vector scope line. Drift first to get the blue into the scene. My yellow as well, so I need to reduce green to shift it further along this range. Now we are building that vector scope, so we are going to further increase the yellow and blue. Then, because of this move, we affect our skin a little and the spread of color is not so linear. Let's spread along another slider. Go to teal and pink. We are going to increase the linearization of teal and pink. That instantly narrows our entire frame into a different color palette right away. Next, we need to shift and get rid of all the yellow and shift them towards the blue side. Use the color slider. See and grab what is your yellow and shift them more towards the blue side. This is one way. We can also clear out all these remaining colors using color slider. So now we are shifting that area. Next, we need to shift our image to the blue and magenta zone. Here is another secret. For film printer lights, when you decrease the shadow and the skin protection, it will drift the whole entire image like offset. Now I can drift towards blue, increase blue, it drifts my whole image in that direction. This is when you want to offset things, certain things and colors in your palette. We are going to drift until our palette is similar. We are going to drift a little of more in the magenta area and into the cyan area. Now, we are pretty much almost identical to the frame. The difference that lies in the compression. I can go down to the film mixer, reduce our teal and pink spread, reduce our yellow and blue spread. We are almost identical now. The difference now is skin tone. We can go down to film separation, rotate the hue and shift it slightly back. Add printer lights green and add a little bit of red. Now we can get a totally different scene and vibe by just referencing the La La Land look. We shape the entire vector scope completely different. Our design, our everything is completely different from the reference. And that's the power of channel math, guys. The best part, you can save it as a preset. I can save it today's name. Now I can go to another software, Premiere Pro or DaVinci, click the same name, load preset. Look at what happened. Instantly, every single slider movement captured will be transferred here. And I can still tune everything as if it's fully customized and parametric. That's the power of this engine. You can create any look you want with just one interface. That's a very good UI and UX experience. And the whole thing reshapes the entire grid and all tradition of multiple node trees and stacking of layers. This is one software solves everything. You just learned how to read vector scope and use film mixer and printer lights to build any movie palette. The power is one plugin, one interface, cross-platform presets between Premiere, Resolve, and After Effects. Our PFA Color Suite 6.9 is live now for Adobe Premiere Pro and After Effects at $199. Extended promo ends today due to coupon issue we faced yesterday. I wake up to see so many emails that the coupon cannot be used, so we dropped the price to $199 so you don't use any coupons. Free trial still available always, and you can download it in the description and try out all the functions before you commit to any purchase, so it's risk-free. My name is Nash, Passion Fuels Ambition. I shall see you in the next one.